regarding Tielemans, because obviously what we're seeing about it's gone slightly quiet whilst he's at the Euros. But do you know how likely it is that he'll be signing an extension? And if so, what the structure of it will be?
I've spoken a couple of times to his advisor, and now he's got two advisors. We've got an advisor that's a football advisor and one that does all the negotiating. And I've spoken to the football guy, and he stresses to me that Youri is happy at Leicester City. He loves it. He's developing, he's playing, he's becoming an integral part of the team. They're successful. They've won the FA Cup. Brendan loves him. He likes Brendan. That contract offer is on the table. But I think they're just holding off to see a little bit if there's a mega club that's going to come in for him. Now I have to stress, Leicester would be demanding a lot of money for him. He's still got a couple of years on his contract. But this is what Leicester do. They're trying not to leave themselves vulnerable. They try to get their best young talent on long-term contracts. Solely because if somebody does come in, and you got to be realistic as well. There will be clubs coming in. We've seen it every summer comes in, and we see them depart, but it's always on Leicester City's terms. I mean, with Mahrez, he had to wait for his. Harry had to wait for his, signed a new contract, but then got his move to Man United. But it's always for big money. So we've seen a few deals now. I mean, Jadon Sancho looks like it's done tonight, from what I'm reading. So we're starting to see a few big deals, but it'll only be the mega clubs spending money in this window. I mean, Leicester have already committed for over 40 million if they get Samari and Daka's obviously signed. I don't think there'll be a lot more in the pot unless some players move out. So they've got to be realistic about it. But I think Leicester, I wouldn't say they're relaxed about it, but they've been there before. This is familiar territory for them, in terms of interest in one of their major players. So they'll see how it plays out this summer. That contract will still be there. Tielemans will be one of the highest earners at the club. He'll be looked after. He'll be nurtured. He'll be one of the future leaders in that internal group that they've had for a number of years now, the players' management group. And he will step up now. I mean, Andy King's moved on. He was one of them. Wes Morgan, obviously, has retired. He was one of them. So I can see Youri being elevated now into being one of the leaders inside the dressing room. It all depends what he wants to do, really. I mean, if a Liverpool comes in and offers 70, 80 million for him, then he might be going. But at the moment, there doesn't seem to be any sign of that. And I have to stress as well, in the past, with those deals in the summer, except for the N'Golo Kante one right at the start when he had that release clause, all of them we've sort of known going into the transfer window that the likelihood is that they'll be moving on. We went into this transfer window and there wasn't really an inkling. There was a few rumours around Tielemans, but there's been nothing concrete. So we'll see what happens after the Euros.